Hello, welcome to the channel. If you're a real estate agent and you do listings, this video is for you. You're going to want a chatbot to do all the help on promoting that listing. From not only responding to an ad in Facebook, but now engaging the person to get them, encouraging them to go see that house, booking showings, doing the follow-up, and then sending those leads to your other agents if they're not represented by another agent. This is going to be a two-part series. So in this video, I'm going to show first and foremost the ManyChat side, and I have a surprise, and that is we're going to not only connect ManyChat, but I'm going to show how to leverage another tool called BotSheets and connect the two worlds so that you can have a beautiful gallery of pictures that the bot starts promoting for you inside a Messenger. The second part of the series, which I'll come out next week, will include diving into Facebook, and I'll create the Facebook ad for your listing and hook up this flow that you see today to that ad. So when they hit learn more, the bot will go into action for you and getting those buyers to your house. That reminds me, if you haven't already subscribed, consider subscribing and hit that bell because you don't want to miss that second video when it comes out. I release videos each and every week. Hello, I'm Smarty, and I'm with the ProEdge marketing team committed to your success. So let's dive into ManyChat, and let me show you the setup of a listing chatbot. Okay, now here on the ManyChat side, I'll go over to the flow that's going to be promoting my listing and show how that is set up. And I want to also, while I'm there, I like when I do Facebook ads to use what's called JSON, and I'll have a video on my channel you can check out how to attach JSON ads. But again, if you stay tuned for next week's part 2, I'll go back in and I'll get the JSON code and put it into the Facebook ad itself. So you'll get to see that activity as well. So over here on ManyChat, you can go to whatever folder you have. If you're new to ManyChat, there's a new flow button up here. You can create a brand new flow from start to finish. So if you want to kind of follow my lead here, I'll take you through the flow that I have so that you can duplicate it yourself. Or if you want some help with your chatbot, my bot comes with hundreds of flows. I'm gladly help you deploy a chatbot in your real estate business. That's up to you. What I'm showing here is one of the techniques I like to use is set up folders here in ManyChat. So my main flow is over here in the seller folder, and I'm going to head over there in a minute. But what I like to do is I have these lead trackers so I can track the source of all my leads. So I have marketplace leads. I had other videos on my channel how to hook up the bot to the marketplace. We have buyer text messages, seller text messages. You see all the different types of lead sources that we get from our business through the chatbot. What I'm going to show you is I have a simple flow called the JSON seller ad opt-in flow. If you're new to JSON is basically code that you're going to put inside the Facebook ad. It's not difficult. It's really a copy and paste in the ManyChat world, but you'll put that code in so that when somebody hits learn more, this is the message that will pop up from the ad itself. So I'll reference this back when in the next part. But basically in JSON, you can't use the person's name just yet, and you have to have a simple question with some answers in order for the JSON to be approved by Facebook. So I have a simple one that says, hey, thanks for your interest. So they see the Facebook ad, they hit learn more, and then it says, I'll send you details of these beautiful homes here on Messenger. Yes, please send, or oops, not now. I always talk about on my channel some of my ninja tricks. A lot of people on Facebook are trigger happy. They may see an ad or something and they just click the button to see what's behind it. When this pops up, I like to say oops, right? Because if they made a mistake, they say oops, not now. And what I do is if they push that button, I send them my business card. So my chatbot, just in the last 2 months in 2022, or 3 months now, has given my business card out to over 1,700 homeowners and buyers in the Philadelphia area. So it does the promotional for me, handing out business cards to everybody. And you'll be surprised how people remember that with your pictures and stuff. So that's a nice ninja trick right here. What we're going to do, though, is if they say, yes, I want to see it, we're going to then call a different flow, and I basically call my listing flow. So again, if you're new to chatbot marketing, ManyChat has all these different things you could put in a diagram. What I used here was start a flow. So you could have one flow called other flows. And that's a good design that I have inside of my chatbot development team. When we're developing these chatbots, we always want to make sure that we compartmentalize all the conversations so they're plug and play and can be used in a variety of ways. Like this business card is used in all my package, so it's constantly sending out the business card if they're not interested or if they are. So basically, every flow has a starting step. This is where I put the JSON code. So in the JSON code, you literally hit add trigger, and then you can say all triggers. And if you come down here, you could add the JSON code right here, which is going to automatically generate the code for you. And all you have to do is copy to your clipboard. So we'll go back and do that in part 2. I will show you how to take that code and put it right inside of Facebook in the ad manager for the specific ad you're running for this house. So put that, keep that in mind, and again, hit the bell so you get notified when that video comes out. When you're done, you're going to hit publish. And let me open up now the new listing flow. So I'll click on the open flow over here, and this is my ProEdge new listing flow. And you could easily create this yourself if you don't have a chatbot. You can go in and order ManyChat, hit new flow, and start organizing it like this. And I'll go slow. I'll talk about the different components of it. One of the things you'll see is in the grow tools, this is being called by a variety of steps. So that's that JSON is one of the starting steps of this flow, so that if they click on a Facebook ad, this flow will start up. I also have a yard sale flow. So a lot of my agents across the country that use my chatbot, I create what's called a universal barcode, and I have a video on my channel for that as well. You can learn more about that functionality. But when somebody scans your for sale sign, the bot can wake up and start talking to them and know where they are in the world, because it could be tracking their location if they share it with us, and then from that they can automatically have a conversation right in front of the house, showing them the house. And then, of course, some of my other fun stuff is QR codes and URLs. So I have a URL to send to somebody. If I have a buyer interested in the house, I could shoot them a quick text message with the link, and then the bot will start having a conversation with them and doing all the follow-up for me just by simply sending a text to somebody. You'll have that come in. What I always do is I use tags. So I tag them as a buyer. My chatbot is multilingual, so it will speak Spanish and English. So inside of Facebook, it knows who the person is and what their language set is. So what I do is because I'm only Spanish and English, if it's not Spanish, then I go down the green path. Otherwise, I go down the red path. So if they are Spanish, it's going to go down, and down here you'll see it's starting to talk to them in Spanish. Which is a nice feature of the ProEdge package. And what I do here is I do SES for Spanish. So if somebody's coming in speaking French, for example, I don't have a French bot yet, although I may soon. It's still going to talk to them in English. So that's how that works there. You don't have to have multilingual if you don't want in your system. And now that we're inside the bot and they've engaged, now we can start using what's called system variables. So this is a first name field in ManyChat, and it's going to have the first name. So I'll say, Sally, we have your safety in mind. We can give you a virtual tour, arrange an in-person showing of our listing or listings. Check out this beautiful home. And then this is what's called an action step. This action step is using BotSheets. So up in the, if I edit this flow for a second and click on the yellow, an action, you can create actions such as, subscribing and updating Google Sheets and opting into things. ManyChat has lots of actions that you could put inside your flow. I have a whole video on my channel just dedicated to actions, so you can learn more about actions in those videos. But one of the action steps is BotSheets. And if I go over here, I'd come all the way down, and you'd see BotSheets for Messenger. They have lots of capabilities here. So you could generate galleries. You could do galleries from keywords, advanced searches, and so forth, lists, and so forth. And I have a video, again, on my channel that's specifically around BotSheets. I won't go into a lot of detail here. But basically what I've done, let me cancel that one, is I've created a gallery here, And if I open it up, this is going to pull from my listings worksheet. And I'm going to head over to the worksheet in a minute and show you. It's going to do a horizontal gallery. And I said, give me a maximum of 9 cards in the gallery. And if it doesn't find any homes that meet the criteria, or in this case, I don't have any listings right now, we have the buyer bot sheet fallback. So that would just say, sorry, all of our houses are sold. Come back and see us a little bit later because all of our listings are currently taken up. So basically that's BotSheets, how you hook it up in here, and you'll have this nice, beautiful gallery. So let me continue on, and I'll go over to BotSheets and show the actual setup. But what I like to do is after they see the pictures of the houses, you could do seconds. So I could do, let's say a 20-second delay. So they're looking at pictures of the house. I wait 20 seconds, and then the bot's going to come back and start the engagement. So what do you think? Are you interested? Yes or no? If they're not interested, I always like this to have an opportunity to say, hey, I guess this house isn't for you. Good news is we have more homes to explore. I do have functionality in my chatbot called the Dream Home Finder, and I'll have a video coming up in April where I go in detail about the Dream Home Finder. But this is, again, using BotSheets, and I create galleries of types of homes that buyers may be interested in. So what I'm doing here is if I promote a listing and they're not interested in that listing, I always use an opportunity to show other properties on my KB Core website. So that way, we can get other buyer engagements up there and maybe pick up a buyer or two, even though they're not interested in this house. If they're not represented by another realtor, I can pick up another buyer, from that perspective. And again, not now. We'll always send them the business card again. So we're going to get that business card out one way or the other. But the next thing, if they are interested, then awesome. Do you want to schedule a showing or contact us? So over in my bot sheet, as I mentioned, I like to compartmentalize. I have a schedule call flow that does detailed scheduling, and again, I'll keep referencing videos on my channel here. I do have specific scheduling videos that talk about how to take Calendly and do an automatic schedule if they want to contact you. And then I have a schedule showing flow, and the schedule showing will ask if they're a realtor and get their contact information to go see that house. For right now, I'll just quickly open it up and show you. So as I call this, we'd love to show you the house. I need a few more details, and this is going to get into, are you a real estate agent? If they're not an agent, it'll go down and start asking more questions like their email and phone number and get all that information for me. So now I have a potential buyer lead. And then over here, we're going to confirm everything. And then at the very end, we'll send out notices to me and my team that somebody set up a showing. So that's basically the flow of a new listing. Now let me hop over real quick to BotSheets and talk about the BotSheet setup of listings, because that's an important component here. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to run this flow at the very end so you could see this chatbot in action, and you'll see how it performs as it's interacting to these buyers that are interested in my listing from an ad. So in BotSheets, you could organize all kinds of worksheets here, and I have a worksheet that I created called Listings. And on the BotSheet, column A is whether it's active or not. So if you're a busy agent and you have 5 or 6 listings any given month, or 10 listings, you'll have 10 rows here that are true. If this house sells, you'll just simply turn that off. You don't have to delete it from your BotSheet. This is actually my, would be like a way for me to track all my homes throughout the year against my goals. What homes am I promoting through the BotSheet? And you could have an administrator go through that. If you have a VA or so, they could manage the BotSheet for you. But basically, it's very easy. So in the BotSheet, you have titles, type of homes, beds, baths. And then this is where we have information about, a picture of the house. And then over here, we have a website. So I'm going into showingnew.com, which is taking them to the showings. And the Showing New is going to get them to schedule or book time through the Showing app. We also have the ability to have buttons and see details. In this case, I have buttons that are going in and actually showing a squeeze page over on KB Core with more details about this house. So BotSheets is a very elegant way to have all this data be derived in the chatbot as living, breathing data as homes are coming on and off the market. Your VA can keep up this, or you can keep it up, just keeping track of all your listings in one spreadsheet, and then have the bot promote it and get people to the website. So let me now go in and let me show you this chatbot in action. So if I come into the lead tracker, and let me come in here, what I'm going to do is just show you a very easy way to test your bot. You can just say preview. So you want to test this out, and we're going to click OK. And if I come over to Messenger now, you'll see on the Messenger app right here that it's saying, thanks for your interest. I'll send you all the details on Facebook Messenger, right? Yes, please, please show me. So now the bot's doing the work. So again, you're seeing the conversation the bot's having, promoting the listing, and now this is where BotSheets comes in. BotSheets is now presenting a beautiful gallery of the homes that I want to promote in my listings. So they can look at the one over in Pennsburg or over here in Plymouth Meeting, and there's a little back and forth, and you'll have pictures, the ability to book a showing, see more details, or contact the agent. If I click on the see more details, it'll come up to a site. In this case, I don't have a site here, so that's no longer active in my sheet. But you can drive them right to another website. So that could be a landing page inside of KV Core or Chime or whatever CRM you're using as a realtor out there. But what's going to happen is after 20 seconds or so, the bot will start continuing to engage. So it'll go in and ask how I'm doing. Now you can set this chatbot up to do follow-ups up through a 24-hour window. So oftentimes I'll have a drip campaign that after 3 or 4 hours after they're looking at my listings, the bot may wake up and send them a message to say, hey, you're at my house today looking at it. Maybe if it was a showing, what do you think? Do you want to put in an offer? So the bot can be a fantastic way of engaging and continuing to nurture these buyers and sellers as you're engaging with your clients or prospective clients. Now you'll see, yes, I am interested. And now the bot's going to try to get me to schedule a showing or contact us. So that is it. So as you can see, the power here is that if you use a chatbot to promote your listings, the bot will do all the heavy work for you. You set it up once. You have one bot sheet that's being managed by you or a virtual assistant or administrator in your office. And as your listings are being added to the bot sheet, and you have a QR code out there on your signs or Facebook ads running, your listings will constantly be promoted out to these buyers that are interested in getting these showings and picking up some new buyer clients along the way. I hope you like this video, and if you do, give me some thumbs up so we can share the love across the YouTube channel. I appreciate you being here, and again, consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll see you on the next video. Next video is going to be part 2. We're going to take this flow and connect it to a Facebook ad.